Hi, my name is Santonio, and on every level but physical, I am a B.
Hi, my name is Emilio, and I'm a trained professional life coach, and there's no strange addiction that I can't tackle. My client today is a young, troubled lad. I'm not really sure what his problem is, but whatever it is, I can solve it. Now follow me! So I'm coming here today to meet Santonio for the first time, really get to know him, see what makes him tick, and what's causing this sort of bizarre developmental issue. Alright, it's nice to meet you, sir.
Now, Emilio, I just want to get the pronunciation right. It's Emilio Estevez, right?
Correct. Now,
Perfect.
Can you elaborate sort of on what your specific disorder is?
I wouldn't really call it a disorder. I'd say that I'm a B.
A bee?
Yeah,
Like the insect.
the buzzing kind.
But obviously you aren't a bee, you're a person.
I choose to identify as a bee because that's where I feel most comfortable. Just, buzzing, playing with the guys, maybe getting some pollen. I like to do that kind of thing.
Now, let me get this straight. Your friends are bees.
That's right. They should be your friends too, actually. Really good guys, once you get to meet them.
You interact with the insect.
Yeah.
Frequently.
It's, at first they didn't accept me. I did have to make my way into the group. But, as they say, sometimes the friendliest thing a bee can do is forgive. So, I'm just grateful that they let me into their tribe, so to speak.
Those are words to live by, Santonio.
Yes.
Today we're going to work on this disorder and help you to realize your true identity as a human being and not as a bee.
Great. I'm looking forward to it, but, at the end of the day, I think I will still be a bee. When I met Emilio Estevez, he seems like a nice guy, but, he is going to try to get me to stop being a bee, so I decided that I wanted to practice some of my moves in order to give him a feel for what I was capable of, and the things that I could do on a day-to-day basis, things that I picked up from my bee comrades that would, help me in the pollination game, and I think I've learned some pretty impressive stuff. I can do this, so, not everyone can.
So, I'm going to try to really get into Santonio's head, try to fix him, find out what's making him be this way. I think that we just got to come up with a list of hobbies, things to live for, things for him to maybe pursue that will help him give up his bad habit of wanting to be a bee. And if that doesn't work, I think we're going to have to move into Plan B. So, Santonio, do you have any hobbies?
I wouldn't really call it a hobby, but I've been pretty into craisins recently, cranberry raisins.
I do know what they are, but craisins aren't a hobby.
They're nature's candy.
Doesn't make them a hobby.
Okay.
Now,
No.
alright, because I think that it may be significant if you were to find a hobby. If you were to find a hobby, you might be able to get away from this bee habit and become something else.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So, if I find something that isn't a bee, like maybe a grasshopper or being a rock of some sort, I wouldn't be a bee.
No, you wouldn't be.
Okay.
Really great.
So you like cornflakes?
Yeah, alright. That's not really what we're here to talk about today. great. Now, is this where you spend your time?
Yeah, so these are my friends. I like to come here after school. It's just good to get some support from the group, you know. It's really empowering to me.
I'm not going to pretend like I understand your bee fantasy. Now, can you explain to me?
They're just bees. You can set it down.
Don't you think it's dangerous to be out here?
I've never been stung by a bee, and to be honest, it's a little embarrassing. I don't like to admit that to people because it's kind of like I'm not good enough to be stung by them.
I don't think that's how they see it.
Really? To hear that from you makes me feel a lot better. Hey guys, I'm gonna show you my friends today, kind of give you a taste of the life. So right over here, Ludwig, Kevin, he's kind of the exciting type, you know, he loves life, he likes to get around. Vinny, good guy, he's tough love, really. And they're just, you know, the guys know me. We come out here, romp and play most days. It's just kind of like where we just like to hang.
This is why. Santonio needs to learn that being a bee this day and age is dangerous. You see, bees are dying at alarming rates, and I just don't know how long he'll last as a bee.
Once, Emilio Estevez told me about the dying bees. My entire world just collapsed on me, a lot like the colonies were collapsing due to colony collapse disorder. Everything changed, you know, maybe he's right, maybe I shouldn't be a bee. It took a lot out of me, and I think I'm really gonna need a lot of time to think about myself and who I want to be.
There's some really important information that I need to tell you. It concerns your being a bee and why I really think it's advisable for you to not be a bee. You see, bees everywhere are dying. These entire colonies of bees are just going missing. And I don't want that to be you. You see, there's this pesticide. It's used all the time. It's a group of pesticides, actually. It's called neonicotides. And farmers use them a lot, but they're also used all the time by people just trying to keep their lawns green. And why would they do that? You know, it's a really good question, but the point is they're spraying this pesticide and the bees, they get very confused. And they think that it affects the bees' ability to make it home. Some bees, they're just never heard from again. They go buzzing out, looking for pollen, and never see them again. They just go missing. You know, it's really important.
Why would you tell me this?
Antonio, sit down. I have more information for you. This epidemic is spreading across the world and it has horrible consequences.
Like what?
You see, Santonio, bees are used to pollinate plenty of food, and we really need them.
I know, I've only eaten honey for the last 15 years.
Well, you see, Santonio, it's more than just honey. Bees are really important pollinators for all sorts of vegetables. All sorts of North American crops use them. And we need them around. And we need to make sure that they stop disappearing.
Why are people doing this?
Well, there are some pretty good reasons. Neonicotides are a very important pesticide. They're what farmers like to call a systemic pesticide. And they get inside the entire system of a plant, and they would make it very hard for pests to spread. And for that reason, they're super effective.
Like this flower?
Nope, that's gross.
Not
you
this?
See, people also use neonicotides for this reason as well. You know, the real issue with neonics is not that they're used in pesticides in farming, because they are used very scarcely in farming. But the real problem is that they're used in people's lawns. People will go out to stores like Home Depot and brands like Scott's. Lowe's would also do this.
Do they go to Aces?
They might.
Any retail
Antonio, that's not the point. Brands like Scott's, you know, they sell pesticides to get rid of the grubs that are in your lawn, and they get rid of the bees too. And while they may not affect your average homeowner, they do affect farmers and consumers around the world in the form of pollination. We need the bees around. But there's another plus to neonics as well.
Like heck there is.
Neonics have an extremely low mammalian toxicity. That means that they very rarely affect any mammals.
Is that why I haven't died yet?
Well, no. There are a lot of reasons you haven't died, but it is one
Is
of
it
them.
because I've eaten honey
It
for
helps.
15 years? It's built my
Probably
immune
not
system.
that even, but it is important. These neonics are very important because they allow for a
grass.
pesticide alternative that won't affect any sort of mammal that's going to eat them, particularly a human. They have like 100 less toxicity to your average person than they do most pesticides or some pesticides.
After hearing what Emilio told me about how I could still be a bee and try to save the bees as a human, I decided to make some changes in my life. So I'm not going to use pesticides in my lawn anymore which could harm the bees. I've decided to live a lifestyle where my lawn, maybe it has some weeds in it, it has some things that I don't want, but in the end it's going to help guys like Vinny and Ichabod survive longer. Those are some bees.
All right, Santonio, I've been thinking a lot about this, and I think that the cause, the thing that you stand for, I really believe in it too, and
It makes me really happy to hear that. Thank you.
the bees need us, and
They do.
I've decided that I need to help. So in addition to not using neonicotinoids in my lawn and making sure I'm really conscious about what pesticides I use, I also think that I need to go a step further and become a bee.
You wanna be?
I do.
Let's be.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend.